Morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Very good morning. So, in the earlier few classes, we discussed about different types of case studies. That is where the principles of communication systems will be used. So, that is the basic idea of your fourth unit. So, in which we have discussed about the paging system. That is the pagers, how we can utilize the services of the pagers, and also we discussed about the cellular communication system. The cellular communication system, we have various types of cells. So in the how we can cross the cell to cell, and how we'll receive the signal while crossing the one cell to the other cell. So therefore all the things we have discussed, and I sent to the videos also to your WhatsApp group. You can go through the WhatsApp group, that videos, they are very much useful, and also I posted those videos in the your Google Classroom also. So therefore, you can listen carefully about the cellular system. So cellular system is one of the important topic in the fourth unit, and also the pager system. That is also one of the important uh, the communication system. So which can be communicating the one-way mode of system, whereas the cellular communication system, whether we can able to receive as well as transmit the data in the cellular communication system. So it's like our smartphones or normal phones also. So all are coming under the cellular system. Whatever the knowledge you have on the smartphones, that whole knowledge you have to write it in the exam, and you have to use some of the technical words. So those words already I posted in your WhatsApp group as well as Google Classroom. Its corresponding PDF format also I have posted. Another case study is the GPS system. So GPS, nowadays we are seeing the GPS systems. Whenever you order something, like we have various apps like Amazon or Swiggy, Flipkart, or some of the systems. So all are, they are working on the they are utilizing the services of the GPS only, because if we ordered something like some food we have ordered through Swiggy, so what we'll observe exactly, uh, where is the location of the source as well as your location, and they will estimate how much time it will take, the time estimation it will take, and also the position between the supplier and the receiver. So they will easily identify the supplier location as well as the receiver location, and also whether it is order is ready or not, it is delivered or not, that will be you can identify it through this GPS system. So global positioning system, it is solely, whole and solely maintained by the United States of America. So completely the GPS system is controlled by around 24 satellites. So they are moving with around 55 degrees angle throughout the globe. So through those satellites will receive the information. So how they will transmit the information from the system, that is satellite, to the controlling system. So all the details will discuss in the GPS systems. Okay. So many of the users nowadays also we have a GPS services in our mobile location. Suppose if you want to go to some new location, simply you can uh, uh, put that location in the GPS. So GPS will identify that location, and you start your journey. Every moment it will indicate where you are and in which direction you have to move. So that is also through that is location identifier. The location identifier services are working through the GPS system only. So we are utilizing the services every day. We are utilizing whenever you want to go to a new place. The best friend of with the guide. The guide for us is the GPS system only. So it is the best guide for us. So you can just locate the location on the GPS. So every turning or every movement, it will indicate your position. So in the GPS actual system, it is developed by the scientist John Hopkins. He is the source of the GPS system. Has developed a technique of using radio signals from satellite, which provide accurate position updates to navigation equipment of US Navy's ship and submarines. So navies also, in the Navy, they are very much useful because in the Navy, we don't know the exact signal, and these radars also, the working conditions, it is not utilized like the aeroplanes. The identification of the directions in the aeroplanes is different, and in the navies it is different. So maybe, so there are radar systems we have to utilize in the aeroplanes, but here this Navy system GPS is very much useful. So therefore, it is introduced in 1973. It is not the old latest technology. It utilized from 1973 onwards. So initially, these GPS services will be utilized by Air Force authorities. So 1973 Navy and Air Force program combined and formed Navigational Technology Program. This is the initial program for the GPS. So later, which is evolved into Navstar Global Positioning System. So this is the first GPS system.
Wait, please.
So just I will mute the participants better. So the first GPS system is called as the Navstar Global Positioning System. So that is come into existence in the year 1973. So Navstar GPS became the world first position navigation timing information service, which was later offered to civilian users around the globe. So first, it was used by these two people, that is the Navy and Air Force people. So later, after the development of the technology, so common people also now we are using in India because the smartphone technology. So majority of our Indians are utilizing the network services after introducing the Jio mobile. So Jio has given the free network facility for a period of over 6 months or something. So at that time, people have they practice to utilize the network services. Everybody is using the network. So therefore, everybody is ready to buy the smartphone now. So people are utilizing the this GPS services or the online services. So everybody, all the students, almost all, even in the rural areas also, the network services are good. In many majority of the locations, network services are good because it is a big business now, because many of the network providers, they are establishing their antennas in almost all the locations. So therefore, the receiving of the signal is not a big problem nowadays. So even in the rural areas also. So in the olden days, we have only the BSNL services, but nowadays we have majority of the Jio services or the Airtel services, Idea, etc. Vodafone Idea. So therefore, there is no problem for the signal. So therefore, we can able to receive the information. So basically this GPS system, that is the GPS navigation, it is based on the satellite communication. So because the satellites are playing a major role, so single satellite, it may not cover the entire globe. Single satellite may not cover the entire globe. So, but a group of satellites are required. So to communicate, you have to, that means your information, your position, exact position, that is the coordinates, global coordinates, that is XYZ coordinates of your place, as well as the time also required. So in that particular time, you are at that particular location, some particular place or such particular location. So that must be identified. So it is exactly identifying. So therefore, group of satellites are required to identify your position. So therefore, this system is based on the satellite. So it has created the revolution in navigation and position location. So from 1990 onwards, we have a low-cost GPS systems. So it is mainly used in positioning, navigation, monitoring, and surveying applications. Now coming to the advantages, the major advantages of satellite navigation are real-time positioning and timing synchronization. It's very important, because if you have ordered a Swiggy, because you are in the very hungry condition, so you may not able to wait for hours together. So therefore, you must know where is the nearest hotel, and we have to order the things at the nearest hotel, and they will give the exact timing, maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So the estimated time they will give. So therefore, you are estimating around half an hour. Okay, no problem, we have to order. For example, if it is very far and the estimated time is some hour, 1 hour or 2 hours, it is the waste of ordering the things, because you are very hungry. Therefore, you need to receive your items as early as possible. So therefore, that timing synchronization, it is very useful. So it is one of the advantage. The GPS system will provide the exact time. So satellite navigation systems have become an integral part in most of the applications where mobility is the key parameter. That mobility, it is required. Then the technical structure is concerned. So there are 24 satellites. So they are orbiting, that is throughout the globe. There are 24 satellites. So they are providing the signals for your position, etc. So that is each and every location it will identify. So throughout the globe, it will, these 24 satellites will identify. So the GPS space segment, this space segment, it is called. So GPS space segment consists of 24 satellites orbiting in MEO. So satellite orbits are at an altitude of around 20,200 kilometers. So this is the height of the orbit. So 20,200 kilometers with an orbital inclination of 55 degrees. So each one is 55 degrees. Each one is 55. So throughout the globe, so that is 360 degrees angle. So 360 degrees angle. So each and every satellite is with the 55 degrees angle, and the satellites are clustered in a group of 4. So 4 as a group. So 4 into 24. So total how many? So 6 4 6 24. So 6 groups. So 6 groups, 55 55 55. So how many? 6 into 55 is how much? So it is 55 into 6 around 330. So like this, so 55 degrees angle. So you can group into 4. So cluster in group of 4 satellites, four satellites as a cluster, first cluster, second cluster, third cluster, like that. We have total 6 clusters of satellites. Then orbital period is about 1/2 a sidereal day. So that is 11 hours 58 minutes. So orbital period, that orbital period is 11 hours 58. So approximately 12 hours. 11 hours 58 minutes is the exact sidereal day. That is 1/2 a sidereal day, that is called 1/2 a sidereal day. It is 11 hours 58 minutes. So large number of GPS receivers can operate simultaneously. So there is no limit. So as many number of people as you can utilize the service of the GPS. So there is no limitation. So receivers can operate simultaneously. So that is the one of the, that is LoRa, that is the long range navigation. So example of other position location principle. So location principle, it is based on long range navigation, but accuracy and reliability is less. Now coming to the, so what this GPS will provide. So what are the things it will provide? What is the need of studying this GPS system? So that is, the GPS system will provide 24-hour service worldwide. This is 24-hour service, not a few seconds or few hours service. It is the entire day it will provide this service. Accurate and 3-dimensional location information, that is the longitude, latitude and altitude. All the information it will gives to each and every person, and provides continuous real-time information and time also. Whether you are in India or US or England, whatever the location you have, so that particular time it will give. So therefore provides continuous real-time information and services to unlimited number of worldwide users. So there is no limitation for the users. Now the components are concerned. There are 3 main components in the GPS system. 3 main components. That is, first one is the space segment. So in the space segment, how many number of satellites we have? What are the satellite antennas it will do? Then control segment. So all the information controlled by the control segment and user segment. So this is controlling authority and this is the user. So a number of users, you can utilize the services, you can request anything through this, and this will obtain the information from the satellites, and they will deliver to you. So here it is the general block diagram of your this thing. So here it is this is space segment. Through space segment we have only the satellites. The satellites will send the information. The satellite through satellite we have this is the control segment. The control segment we have various number of monitor stations, ground antennas, and here it is a master station. This is the general structure of the control segment. So in the control segment, all these are the things, antennas, various antennas. So that antennas, suppose here it is the user, that user information is collected by the satellite through the satellite, and here this source, the user information is collected at the control segment by using these antennas, and what are the requests by the user that will be coded by the master station. So by receiving, and the same information it will send to the satellite. The satellite will give you, it's a bidirectional information. So the satellite will give you the exact information of the things you require. So what are the things you wanted to required. So those things it will give through the satellite. So these are the things. So this is a space segment. Say space segments, we have various, that is 24 satellites. These are the four, this is a cluster. So one satellite, 2, 3, 4. This is the cluster of in that particular location. In that particular location, we have 4 satellites. In some of the other location, we have another 4 satellites. Like that, we have 6 clusters of 24 satellites. So this is the general diagram of your the various segments. So that is various components of the GPS. Now coming to the satellites point of view. So this is the rotation of the satellites. So now you can count the satellite. So they are not at one place. So they will cover the entire globe, all the satellites. So wherever you are, this is the our globe, and throughout this globe, they are moving in this orbit. So already I gave you, they are moving with a 55 degrees angle. So this is 55, its orbit is moving like this, another 55. So like this. So these satellites are appeared entire the globe. So therefore that is the general rotation of the satellites. So therefore they can easily measure your position, exact position of the things. So if you have a device with you, so see, simply through your device, those satellite will capture your information. So if you don't have a smartphone, etc., they may not be able to receive. But if you have any source of signal, definitely they will capture. Okay. So this is the main system to identify. Suppose any helicopter is collapsed, any some ship is uh, maybe so ship position in the sea, etc. Everything this will be identified through this GPS system only. So now you can just go through these sentences about the space segment, the first component of your GPS system. So few words about this space segment. So there are 24 GPS space vehicles. So GPS space vehicles, they are moving in the form of the satellites. They are space vehicles. So how many number? 24 satellites. Satellite orbit. So they are orbit the Earth in around 12 hours. So 12 hours they will complete the rotation. Satellite orbit the Earth in around 12 hours. And 6 orbital planes. That is 6 means it's a cluster of 4. So 6 orbits is a cluster. 6 satellites is a this. So 55 degrees. 6 orbital planes inclined at 55 degrees with the equator. So 55 degrees with the equator. And this constellation provides 5 to 8 so SVs. So that is space vehicles. This constellation provides 5 to 8 space vehicles from any point of the Earth. So these 6 orbits, you can identify your location. So this provides 5 to 8 space vehicles from any point on the Earth. And satellites carry station keeping fuel. Satellites carry station keeping fuel and maintain required orbits by occasional station keeping manuals. So this is about the few words of your space segment. So this type of diagram you have to draw in your examination about the space segment. This block diagram also very, very important. Whenever there is a long answer question, you must mention this block, and this type of diagram also you have to mention, and the role of each and every component in the GPS system, that also you have to mention in the examination. So this is the space segment. Is the role of These are the important topics of your GPS. So therefore, GPS nominal constellation, that is 24 satellites in 6 orbital planes, 4 satellites in each plane, that is 20,200 kilometer altitudes, 55 degrees inclination. This is the in brief. In brief, this is the detailed analysis of the satellites. All these satellites will be controlled by the US government only, so not by any other government. GPS is completely under the control of US government. Now coming to the control segment, this is the second component of your GPS system. So second component of your GPS system is the control unit. So the control segment consists of 5 monitoring stations. There are 5 monitoring stations. So that 5 monitoring stations and 4 ground stations. Control segment consists of 5 monitor stations and 4 ground stations. Now the role of the monitor station and role of ground station you can observe. The monitor stations measures the distances of the overhead satellites on every 1.5 seconds. So monitor stations measure the distances of the overhead satellites on every 1.5 seconds and share the corrected data to master control. So this will give, then for every 1.5 second, it gives the information to the master control. Here, the satellite orbit, clock performance, and health of the satellite. So these things, satellite orbit, clock performance, and health of the satellite are determined and determines whether repositioning is required. So these things it will give. It is the major role of the monitor stations. So what is its role? Every 1.5 seconds and share the corrected data to master control. So that is the satellite orbit, clock performance, and health of the satellite. These things are determined and determines whether repositioning is required. Anything, that information it will give. Now coming to the role of ground antennas. The role of ground antennas are concerned. So they are also used to transmit commands. So they transmit commands to the satellite and to receive the satellite's state-of-art telemetry data. So state-of-art telemetry data they will transfer. So they will transmit commands to satellite and to receive. So transmit as well as receive. So that is the art of telemetry data they will transmit. Now coming to the what is our role? That is the user segment. It is also very, very important segment. That is the third component of the GPS system. So this third component, it consists of receivers that decode the signal. So that decode the signals from the satellite. The receiver performs the following tasks. So for the decoding purpose, the use of this. So that is selecting one or more satellites, acquiring GPS signals, measuring and tracking, and recovering navigation data. So these are the things by the carried out at the your mobiles. So that mobile provider, your service providers will be acting as a user segment. Your service provider will monitor the these things, that is the selecting one or more satellite, acquiring GPS signals, measuring and tracking, recovering navigation data. So these things it will be carried out by the your mobile, that is user segment. The applications are concerned, so it will give the exact timings, that is the that particular location at which time you are Okay, we have few minutes left, so we'll see. So exact timing of uh, it will give. So at particular instant where you are. So time as well as your position it will give. And these GPS systems are used in the roads and highways. So that is also required because whenever you want to go to a new place, whenever you want to go to a new place, that new place actually we don't have any guide because nowadays the people are using GPS systems in the cars. So GPS locator, you can just uh, select the location and start your journey. So that is the roads and the highways. You can use the that is the GIS system, GPS or GIS. Then the space, even in the space also, like the that is aeroplane people, they are also will use the GPS system. Space aviation also belong to this the aeroplane related system only. Even in the agriculture also, if to know the environment, so to know the environment conditions, it is very much useful. So whether the rain is coming or not, so that is that conditions of the weather also, the GPS system to know the conditions. Even in the ground underground level marine system, so for the marine system also we can use the GPS services. In the railways also we can use to know the environment conditions also we can use. And this one also public safety and disaster relief. Suppose if any tsunamis, so that tsunami conditions initially it is identified by the GPS. So they will alert the people whether if any that conditions are coming or not. So it will identify and it will inform to the people. Then mapping purpose also, nowadays the people are using for the mapping purpose also, because our maps are designed by using the service of the GPS only. So surveys are using the GPS system. So we must also, we can go through the our Google Earth. In the Google Earth, we can identify the exact location, and we can identify the distance from our location to that particular location. And also we can map. Nowadays, suppose we are going to get the regional ring road, Hyderabad. So that location, where are the which location it covers? So that location, exact location, what is the shape of the ring road, etc. We can able to identify. So that is the mapping of the. This is also can be done. So this complete presentation I have posted in your uh, WhatsApp group as well as in your Google Classroom. Please go through this presentation. Here also some of the other people have given the same contents in the GPS system. This is the second presentation already I communicated to you. So that is these are the contents given by another, that is history, what is GPS elements, how it works, GPS signal and frequencies, sources of GPS signal errors, how to improve the accuracy of GPS, limitations, applications, future of GPS, and conclusions. So this is the second lecture. This lecture also you can go through this. So the main thing is we have a that is this system. This is the image provided by the GPS people. So that is a space-based satellite navigation system. So the same things it will be overview, who discovered, official name, etc., Navstar, etc. These things already we have discussed. So this is the general satellite image. So satellite which is moving like this. So space segment, how will control? So this is a space segment, then control segment, then user segment. So these are the three important things. So this is the control segment which is appears like this. space segment which is appears like this. In the previous lecture, we have a just blocks. Here we have the real time systems we have. This is a control segment. This is a space segment appears. This is the our smartphones user segments. Now this is satellite system. So its altitude is 20,200. So period of approximately 12 hours. That is 11 hours 58 minutes actually. So powered by solar cells, the satellites. So all the satellites appearance of satellites throughout the globe is like this. So this is the satellite positions. Then it is a control segment. So there are monitor stations we have. This we have already discussed. Now this is the ground antenna, which is appearing like this. The shape of the ground antenna. So this is the user segment. Here it is the position of the clusters. So here you have the user segment. He is sending the information, and its nearest satellite, whether here this one or this one, the nearest satellite, this will receive the information. Okay, it will track the information and receive the information. Suppose based on this, if you want to send the information through this direction or through this direction, if it is near, so which place is nearer? Based on that, it will identify. So therefore, it will identify, it will communicate. So therefore, immediately through satellite, this information will be received. So this information will be received and it will monitor the information and it will send it to the required location. So this is the general connections by the satellites, user and monitoring station. So all the things which are appeared in the pictorial format, this is the working principle. So the distance is also measure the distance. So this is the Earth. So satellites are moving throughout the globe like this. So here it is the location of the clusters. So that is a third measurement narrows our location to just 2 points. So this is the general shape of the satellite system, 24 satellites. So here it is the different clusters, 4 satellites in each constellation. So all these things we have, and these are the various these things. So the cluster locations we have. So USA, Navstar. So other things they have that is GLONASS, Polio, IR, NSS in India. So these are the different things. Now the angle of this one is concerned. So here it is the rotation of the angle.